Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Reedgers or handheld skate sharpeners. I know a lot of you might actually have some of these inside your bags. We're going to be looking at the differences between them, what they actually do to our skates blades, and perhaps trying to figure out which one of these is the best one to have inside your bag. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Y-sticks or Reedgers, honing stones, and also edge again. Now the first and probably one of the most popular ones is going to be the Y-stick or the Reedger. The way this device works is that it has a Y-shaped ceramic end, and depending on which ones you buy, it could also have a honing stone at the other end. Now the way that the Y ceramic shaped end works is that you run it along the skate's edges, and it helps to straighten and restore any parts of the blade's edges that might have punched or curled out. Now very differently to that, the way honing stones work is that they actually remove burrs, or parts of the skate's edges that might have curled outwards. That's why you run them along the sides of the skate's blade. Now with the edge again, this works completely differently to the other two. The edge again has a flexible metal center that's diamond coated. And the way that this works is that it's actually removing a little bit of material from your skate's blade, which is exactly what happens when you get your skates sharpened at a pro shop, except the edge again doesn't remove anywhere near as much material as the machines at the pro shop would. This part of the edge again is called a tusk, and after you've used it for some time, it will need to be replaced with another one. But to give you an example, we've been using the edge again that we have in here for about 3 to 4 months. Some of the edge agains that we've had previously to this, we've used for even longer. It really depends on how much time you get on the ice and how much use the device needs to get. Some of the people that we play with have had the same edge again and the same tusk for well over a year and a half, so it comes down to your personal use. It's the same thing if you have a Reedger or a Y-stick with a honing stone on the end. That stone will eventually need to be replaced, and if it isn't replaceable, the entire Reedger will have to be replaced. Same thing goes for your honing stones. All of these devices at some point will need to be replaced, but with the edge again, you don't need to replace the entire device. You can just replace the tusk inside it, or you can stock up on a lot of tusks, and you know that you won't have to worry about getting any more for a very long time. Edge again also make a powered version to their manual sharpener, which is a little bit bigger. It's a lot more comfortable to hold in your hands. So if you're going to be using a Reedger for multiple people, if you're a parent that has multiple kids that play, or you run a hockey team, having the powered version, if you're going to be using it more frequently on a lot more players, is a better option than the manual version. Although they do the exact same job, the manual version is good for maybe 2 or 1 player to be using at a time, whereas the power version would be great for multiple hockey players to share, or great for a team to be able to use and keep out on the bench with them. It's important for me to mention that none of these devices are a substitute or a replacement for you getting your skates sharpened at a pro shop. What they do is that they help to extend your edge life in between your trips to the pro shop. And the way some of them work is also to help restore or repair some of the defects that can occur to our skates, just due to wear and tear on the ice, or us walking from the locker room to the ice and sometimes stepping on a little bit of exposed concrete or a coin, just our blades coming into contact with things that they really shouldn't that might dull the edge. These devices are there to restore some of these defects that might occur to our skates' blades, and also helping to extend our edge life. When we're trying to figure out which one of these devices is going to be, you could say, the best, for me that really comes down to which one is going to do the best job. Secondly, which one is going to be the easiest for me to use. Ergonomics and making a device easy to use regardless of your experience or age is a massive deal, because it means that young players to brand new players to the ice to your adults, anyone can use the device without having to worry about ruining their blade's edges. When we look at the Y-sticks or the Reedgers, on a couple of occasions I've seen some players that are new to the game and also a couple of younger players using them slightly incorrectly. What you can do by doing this is actually create more of an issue for your skate's edges instead of correcting some of the defects that might have occurred. The same thing goes for the stones or the honing stones. If it's run directly along the edge of the skate's blade, you're going to cause more of a problem for your skate's edges than you will be restoring the edge to the blade. But with the edge again, ergonomics plays a massive role in the way that this device has been designed. It's been created in such a way that it can really only be used one way, and that's the correct way. Because of the way and the shape of the edge again, it only fits onto your skate's blades and comes into contact with them the way it should. Which means that your youngest players to your oldest players, or even brand new players to hockey, are able to use the device with the confidence knowing that they're not going to be creating more of an issue for their skate's edges. Now, in terms of the results on the ice that you'll get from each of these devices, starting off with the Y-stick or the Reedger, it does work, but The player needs to know exactly what they're doing to be able to make sure they get a good result on their edges. If you do happen to get a dull skate, you can repair it with the Y-stick or the Reedger, but you need to know what you're doing and exactly how to use it. Now, if we look at the stones or the honing stones, these do a great job of removing burrs from your blades. But if you're at the arena and you happen to be making your way from the locker room to the ice and you step on a bit of exposed concrete and find that your blade might be a bit dull, the honing stone will do a great job of removing the burrs from the edge of the skate's blade, but if you're looking for something to actually give you a significant or a noticeable amount of bite on your blade from what you had previously, this is probably going to be the device that does the least effective job when we compare it to the edge again, or the Y-stick, or Reedger as some people might call it. Now, when we're looking at the edge again, in terms of the amount it actually sharpens the skate blade, it's in no way going to replace you going to the pro shop. But what it does is, because it removes material from the inside and also the outside edges of the skate's blade, it definitely will extend the life of your edges, allowing you to visit the pro shop to get your skates sharpened less frequently. So if you live a long distance from your pro shop where it's difficult to get your skates sharpened because of wait times or just how far you have to travel from your house to be able to get this done, the Edge again is a great device to have inside your bags because it really does do a great job and a noticeable job of extending your edge life or bailing you out in a pinch when you find that you've got a dull skate or a dull edge and you're in the middle of a game. The great thing about the Edge again is they have different tusks for different types of skates. Because the inside of the tusk is flexible, regardless of what type of hollow you have, if you have a deep hollow or a shallow hollow, you can use the same player tusk. So hopefully this has given you an idea of which one of these devices you should have inside your hockey bag. Regardless of what level of hockey you play or how long you've been playing for, you should have one of these inside your bag. It will get you out of a pinch. If you want to find out where you can get them from, there'll be a link down below in the video description. If you want to stay up to date with all of the videos that we post like this, hit that subscribe button, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All of the links will be down below. And of course, if you want one of these sweet Hockey Tutorial Ambassador t-shirts, I'll put the link down below for that as well. We ship worldwide. Thank you for watching. Keep watching, smash the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.